Hi everyone. I'm making these Boss Bottle wax melts with you today. They are very simple and easy and quick to make. I show you how it's done, and what you need is a silicone mat. I'm making them with paraffin wax because it gives a nicer shine, and they're a little bit harder than soy. And I also put them in clamshells, and we need the fragrance oil, of course, and some mica, yellow, and yellow dye a little bit. I'm using a scale to measure, and then I also use my thermometer, the infrared one, very handy, and some way to heat your wax, double boiler or old school like me here. And I also use a heat gun to preheat the mold before you pour the wax. It's important with paraffin, and I will tell you later why exactly that is. Alright, that's it what we need, and we start now. So I have like 50 milliliters, I guess, maybe a bit more, 50, I guess 50, I don't know, milliliters left of that oil. So I do maximum fragrance load on all of my melts, yeah. And that means for that paraffin, for that kind of paraffin wax, 10% of the weight. I'm doing, so I guess I have 50 milliliters, so I do half a kilo of wax. And you measure that out on a normal kitchen scale. Alright, until this is melted, I tell you why I preheat the mold with my heat gun. With paraffin wax, I preheat it because you pour it at a pretty low temperature, like at 65 degrees, 60, 65, 65. 60 is pretty low for wax melts because you do one at a time, so it cools down during the pouring anyway. And if it's too cool, the wax, so if you can still pour it, but when the mold, if the mold is cold, it gets harder quicker, and then it's not as shiny, and also not it's not as smooth as if the mold is preheated. Then it's like has a mirror shiny surface. Yeah, might have to close that window. Okay, this here now is 70 degrees. I add the mica powder and the dye. This is half a kilo of wax, and mica makes it look super special, so I use a bit more. And then I use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drops of yellow. I prefer the liquid dye over the solid one, the piece that you break in, simply because you can dose this easier. You could weigh the other one, but that's like, then you need a little scaler. I just count drops per gram, 100 grams a drop or so. Okay, and then measure again. Alright, 69. I add the fragrance oil now. And I use 10%. So 50 grams of 500 grams of wax. Alright, mix it for a minute or so, and then see how hot it is. This is now 64, that's very good. So we pour it in the clamshells first. When they are hot, they do that swirly thing with the mica. That's why I love it. Alright, and then well, that don't do that. There are tools to buy That's like a funnel with a handle, and the handle controls the wax coming out of the bottom of the funnel. But I don't have that. I don't know if it's useful or what. Probably. Need a bit of practice to get the hang. I mean, you know, it's just pouring liquid in a mold. It's not scientific. Okay, these here are fully dry now, and we can take them out of the mold. Right, that's it. We're done. Single melt, clamshell. Cool, huh? Alright, I list all the materials I used below. You can check it out. Like the mat. The mat is really cool, I'll show you why. You have wax strips all the time. With the silicone you just roll it and they come off like this. And it couldn't be easier. That fell off by itself. Really cool. So I list all of that below. Check it out. They are cheap. I mean, they really don't cost a lot. I think 2 for under 10 euros even. But I put it below. You check it out and decide if you want to use that or not. And that's it for now. Thanks a lot for watching. And I see you in the next video where we do 2-color wax mats.